What are the 5 most powerful arena pushers in the game right now? Let's find out. Coming in at number 5, we have the Shadow Dagger's Bladedancer, and this thing is an absolute powerhouse. It's good for speedrunning echoes, it's tanky, it can push in the arena, and that's why it's on this list. Soon we have Foe, who will be pushing a 190,000 EHP build, which will be capable and has already been pushed to more than 400 waves. If you're looking for a build that's fast-paced, constantly moving, has haste up, does great damage, and not only can take on bosses and go through echoes really quick, but can push really far in the arena, this is a build you're definitely going to want to try. And you can find the written guide for it, as well as links to the video in the description below, which will take you to the LE forums where all of these will be at. Coming in at number 4, we have Lizard IRL's Shield Throw Paladin, which may look a little ZTPS. However, does it really matter when you can push to 500 waves and it only took you 4 days to make the character? In a solo mode? I don't think so. So if you're looking for something that's not only easy to gear for, can be done in a few days, and still push to 400 plus waves, yes, it will take some skill, and we know Lizard has it, then this might just be the build that you're looking for. And as just with the other builds, the link for this one will be in the description on the forum post. Coming in at number 3, we have the Werebear, which is a Druid Werebear formed build which revolves around the Summon Spriggan pet and the 40 adaptive spell damage that you can get for your companion at the top of the Druid tree, along with the 100% increased cast speed from entangling roots and all of the other buffs that you can give it while you're in Werebear form. You make a pet that does just absolutely crazy damage, while all you have to do in your tanky Werebear form is run around and dodge things, which allows you to just basically go forever in the arena. Now this one has been pushed over 500 waves and can go much further if you take advantage of things such as snapshotting or exalted items. So if you're wanting a build that pushes far where you don't have to do anything, this is the one for you. Coming in at number 2, we have Foe's Shock Meta Sorcerer, which is revolving around using Elemental Nova as a complete lightning version, and then having spark charges and a buttload of shock, and basically you shock and stun lock all of your enemies and do really good damage in the process, where you're channeling Elemental Nova, getting 5 hits per second, applying 5 spark charges per second, so technically getting 10 hits per second, all for 4 to 8k crits, and all of those are critting so often and for so much damage that as you apply shock with each of those and do more damage and lower their lightning resistance and lower their stun avoidance, you get to a point where you stun lock them, and it just absolutely carries. This build by Foe has pushed over 600 waves in the arena, although I will tell you it does take a little bit more skill and it takes quite a bit of gearing. It requires a few uniques. And coming in at number 1, we have the Druid Werebear Earthquake build, and this build will not be sticking around for long. I would assume by next patch it will be gone, so make sure you get a chance to at least give it a shot before it's gone. The way this build works is you will be in Werebear form, and you will use your charge ability every 1.5 to 2 seconds depending on how much cooldown reduction you have, and due to a new unique that was implemented in the game called Boldar's Wrath, which is a two-handed mace, it allows for Earthquake to be procced every time you perform a non-channeled movement skill, which was probably meant for Leap, so that every time you leaped you could officially make a Leapquake build. However, the charge ability inside of Werebear works, which means that you get to cast Earthquake for free every 1 to 2 seconds when you charge into enemies, and it doesn't cost that mana cost or have the cooldown, so you can spec Earthquake however you want to do the most damage, and you can stay in Werebear form forever because both charge is free, and since Earthquake doesn't charge mana, you just go zoom zoom all around like you see in the gameplay and just kill everything with some really hard hitting Earthquake hits. This build has been pushed to 700 waves in the arena, and you can snapshot gear to make it go further. There's so many things wrong with this build. However, right now it is one of the highest pushing builds that you can do. It's relatively easy to gear for. There is only the one unique you need, and even without great gear, just the fact that you can basically one-shot anything and you're constantly on the move, you can basically do 300-400 waves absolutely no problem, and within a day or two of making the character. Alright, that's going to wrap up the top 5 list. Which one are you thinking about trying? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below, and as always, stay safe, travelers.